Today's workout is going to take us 17.5 minutes to do. We have 4 exercises and we're going to do each of them for 30 seconds on, 30 seconds rest, one after another, and that will complete 1 round. We'll rest for a little bit and then do the same exact thing for 3 more rounds, for a total of 4 rounds. The first 2 rounds we'll do just body weight. The second 2 rounds we will add in the resistance band as long as you feel comfortable. You do not have to add this in for the last 2 rounds if you do not want to. You just need your bands and a chair for today. So our first movement, first exercise is going to be chair supported calf raise. So we're going to hold on to the chair for support while doing a calf raise. So I'm going to get us started. Our first 30 seconds. And go. So we're going to hold on to this. Keep your body nice and straight. Inhale. Exhale, lift and engage my core as I raise up. So you should not be speeding your way through these. Focus on your breathing and your calves moving you up. And rest. Rest for 30 seconds. Now we are going to do lateral raise to front raise. So I'm going to get my chair situated. I'm going to sit in the chair. I'm going to sit at the edge of the chair to work on my posture so don't arch my low back. Try and keep myself nice and straight. In about 10 seconds, we're going to do lateral raise out to the side, not out like this. Keep my elbows bent out to the side to a front raise up here, working on our shoulder. And go, inhale to start. Exhale and engage your core every time you lift up. So imagine you're holding dumbbells. Squeeze your shoulders. And stop. Next movement we're going to do seated leg extension. So stay in your chair. You can sit in the back of your chair. We're going to keep our legs together, focus on our quads, raising our legs up like this. You will inhale to start, exhale and engage every time you extend your legs forward. So we'll get started in 10 seconds. If you want to lean back in the chair, or you can do a slight lean forward, whatever feels comfortable for your core, and go. You have 10 seconds left. Three, 2, 1. Fourth movement is a lying rear delt squeeze. So I'm just gonna scooch my chair over. We're going to lie flat on the ground on our bellies. And we're going to have our hands placed at our side like this. We're going to use our rear delt in the back and pull our arms up, hold it for a few seconds and release. So every time you pull up and squeeze your rear delt is where you exhale and engage. And then inhale as you bring it back down. So I'm going to lay flat on the ground. Arms at my side and go. So keep your legs flat on the ground. If you need to grab a pillow to lay on top of, you can do that. Five seconds left. 2, 1, and rest. So now we are done with round 1. So we have our 30 seconds of rest, and then we will get 30 extra seconds of rest. So we have 1 minute of rest before we're going to do that whole thing again. So I'm gonna get my chair ready for my calf raises. So keep in mind how each of these movements felt. If you need to grab a pillow for any of them to sit on or to lay on, please do that. So now's your chance to do that, or you can pause this. But we have 30 seconds until we're going to do another round. If you want to, as you're standing here, practice that diaphragmatic breathing. If you want to, add in a few deep core contractions. But we are gonna go in 10 seconds. Get ready for your chair supported calf raise. In 3, 2, 1, and go. So inhale, exhale and engage as you raise up. Three, 2, 1. All right, get your chair ready for the lateral raise to front raise. So if you can, do your best to sit at the front of the chair to really recruit your core. If your core feels a little weak right now, you can sit with your back up against the chair. We're gonna go in 15 seconds. So remember, we're not raising out to the side like this. You have that bend in your elbow. Lateral, raising this part of your arm out to the side. In 3, 2, 1. Exhale and engage every time you raise up. This really forces you to slow down your reps, which is entirely fine. We do not want to be speeding our way through these. Plus, you'll probably feel it a lot more in your shoulders the more you slow the movement down. And rest. So we're gonna do our seated leg extension next. So this one you can lean back in the chair if you want to, or have that slight lean forward to recruit more out of your core. Feel free to hold on to the bottom of the chair if you need to. Exhale and engage every time you extend your legs. So we're gonna go in 10 seconds. In 4, 3, 2, 1, and go. You do not have to do your reps at the same pace that I'm doing them. Go at your own pace. That's why we're doing it with a timer. You don't need to fit in a certain amount of reps. You're just going for the allotted time. In 3, 2, 1, and done. So last movement of this round, those rear delt squeezes on the ground. And then we will be halfway done with this entire workout. And then for the last 2 rounds, we'll add in the band if you want to add in the band. So we're going to start in 10 seconds. Get my arms out to the side. In 3, 2, 1, and go. Do your best to try and not clench your butt during this movement. Try and not squeeze it, keep it relaxed. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. So we are halfway done with this entire workout. So I'm going to get situated for the last 2 rounds with the resistance band. Again, if you do not want to use the resistance band, that is entirely fine. So we have 15 seconds left here, but then another 30 seconds added for some rest time. Make sure you grab some water if you need it. Throw on some music if you don't want to listen to me talk this whole time. And we have 30 more seconds of rest. So adding in the band for the calf raises, you are going to step on the band with both feet. Please make sure it's under the balls of your feet, because obviously we're going to be raising up. Our heels are going to get off the ground, so you do not want the band under the middle of your foot. You want it under the balls of your feet. And then I'm going to loop this around my neck, just like so. This is not comfortable. You can also just hold it in your hands. The looser it is, the easier it's going to be. The tighter you make it, the more difficult. So our timer has already started. Hold it in your hands or up around your neck. Same breathing, same movement. Now we just have a little added resistance to make it just a little more difficult. And stop, so be careful as you take that out. Then we have our lateral raise to front raise, so get my chair situated. Going to place the bands underneath both of my feet. Going to place my feet together though so that I have more band to work with. The band isn't going to move too high, it's mainly going to be my arms and my shoulders as I pull my elbows out to the side here for lateral raise and out in front of me for front raise. So still sitting at the edge of the chair. I'm holding it about shoulder width apart and go. So exhale and engage every time you lift. With this one, with the added resistance, if you find that you need to sit up against the back of the chair, you can definitely do that. And stop. So we have our leg extensions. Band, I'm going to place it under the back legs of the chair. So back here and back here. So that way it comes up through the front. And then I'll have it around my legs here as I kick up. If you want to, you can actually double loop it here. So kind of create that figure 8 so that way it is a little more locked around your legs. I'm going to sit back in the chair and go. So inhale, exhale and engage as I extend forward. Ten seconds left of this one. And stop. So for the lying rear delt squeeze, it's going to be a little tricky to have the band underneath you since we're lying on our stomach. So instead, lay on your back. So I'm going to get down on my back. I'm going to instead do it where I'm going to pull the band apart in front of me. So find a good distance that you want to hold the band, even if it's at the very end. My knees are bent, back is flat on the ground, arms are starting right above my shoulders. Exhale and engage as I pull the band apart in front of me. So for this one, instead, we're going to feel in the front of our shoulder and our chest. And stop. So we are now officially done with our third round. So we're going to have our minute rest, and then we only have one round left to go, and we'll be done with this workout. So now you kind of have the rhythm of how everything works with the band. If you use the band the last round, feel free to use it again. If you decided not to use the band the last round but want to give it a try this round, go for it. Remember, we're going to do that calf raise first. Sit down for our lateral front raise, then try to get it hooked onto our chair really quick for the leg extensions, and then on the ground. So 20 seconds. So I'm going to get my band ready for the calf raises. So band is under the balls of my feet. Again, you can hold it here. You can choke up on it a little bit so that there's more resistance, or hook it behind your neck. And go. And stop. So next we're going to do lateral raise to front raise. So get in your chair. Band is under your feet. Feet are together. That way you have more band to work with. holding the band about shoulder width apart. We're going to get started in about 10 seconds. Sit at the edge of the chair. Make sure your pelvis is nice and tucked. So you're sitting on your sit bones, the bones right at the bottom of your pelvis. And go. Ten seconds. And 2, 1. All right, get ready for your leg extensions. So get the band hooked on the back legs. If you need to, take the band and twist it so that way it stays a little better around your ankles. Gonna get started in 8 seconds. If you need to, sit back into the chair, have a slight lean forward, hold on to the bottom. Inhale, exhale and engage, let's go. "15 seconds. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Get your band. We're going to lie on our backs. Take your band, get yourself to the ground, roll to your back. I have my knees bent, my back flat on the ground. I'm holding the resistance bands all the way out at the ends, but I start with them above my shoulders. Obviously you can choke up on the band a little bit. That gives you less band to pull, which will make it more difficult, but only make it as difficult as you feel comfortable. And go. Exhale and engage as you pull apart. Think about pressing your low back into the ground every time you exhale and engage. And stop. And that is the last exercise of our last round, and we are officially done with today's workout.